I'm going to show you how to lock some layers, select your objects, and then create a clipping mask for your designs here. And let's start with this first one. I'm going to lock the border, and I'm going to lock the text so that, and you go to Object, Lock, so that those don't interfere when you're trying to select your objects, your four squares. So let's say I have this drawn and I have the squares all set up the way I want, but they aren't fitting into the box. You can scale them all down together so that they fit in the box. So you can select each object separately, holding the Shift key, select, and notice I have my black arrow selected, the selection tool. So now you can see that this bounding box has selected all of them together. They're all a part of the selection. And then I can take the corner of my selection, hold the Shift key, and scale it down to fit in my border. Okay, and then you can move them around. If they're all selected, they're going to move together as a unit. If I select just one at a time, it's just going to move one object at a time. Okay. The next one I'm going to show, let's say for congested, I'm going to move this, you can see this one's congested, that the outside here, anything beyond the border, the frame, needs to get cut off. So we're going to make basically a cookie cutout. We're going to make a stencil. I'm going to make this stencil red so you know that I'm creating it. As I'm creating it, you can tell it's a different color. So I'm going to make it the same size, and you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to lock this selection because it's interfering with my squares when I want to select some things. So I'm going to take my square tool and I'm going to draw a square, and I'm holding the Shift key so it makes a perfect square. Okay, I'm going to fill it in red so you can see that. I'm going to take the outline off. And so everything on the outside of this red box now needs to get clipped off. So think of it as a cookie cutter. You're cutting out this red cookie, and then the leftover dough is on the outside, and that becomes scraps. So we are going to select this cookie cutout and then everything underneath that I want to be cut out by the cookie cutter. So I can select individually, like this, all four squares, including the cookie cutout. And the cookie cutout has to be on the top layer or in front of the other ones. Or another way to select is click and drag, and it's going to select everything in its path or inside my selection box. Okay, it's two ways to select. Now to make a cookie cutout, you go to Object, Clipping Mask, Make, and notice also that that was Command 7. When you're all done with that, you are going to, when you're all done drawing all 6 solutions, you're going to save as, and you're going to select Format PDF. Save it to a file on in your documents, and that is the file you will submit to Canvas.